Good morning, Ohana Farms. This is the Trucking Gamer with Risky Robbie, and we're sitting on the Outlander. We got about 15 minutes before we can roll out of here. It's nice and quiet finally. Last night, getting to sleep. Luckily, we went to bed late, around midnight. There was, let's just say there were some people having some fun. A little too many of those. Got out on the obstacle course about 11 o'clock, which we're sleeping right behind, and they were ripping and roaring everywhere. You know what? They were just trying to have some fun. It's all good. But at the end of the day, it's extremely dangerous. You don't got lights on your machine, you've been drinking. It's an actual obstacle course. I mean, there's tires exposed. There's some pictures I'll show you guys later of my wife was buried up to here, almost 3.5 feet in mud. I got stuck twice in the same area, trying to pull my own machine out of the mud. It's just crazy over there. You don't want to be over there drunk. He's not trying to hide, just a little bit taller than him, and he's there he is, and he's sitting on the two up there, so he's a little bit hidden behind me, but that's a little better. So we're gonna go down here to the ATV, Tall Pines ATV registration barn. It's literally a barn, which is pretty awesome for me anyway, and they have a kitchen in it, and a bathroom. The bathroom's out of order, but anyway, the bathroom's there, the merchandise is all there, the registration's all there, and off to the side they have this kitchen. It's nothing fancy, it's literally in a barn. Still kind of smells like a barn, not like bad, but you know, it has that hay smell to it.
Wasn't horrible though.
Wasn't horrible though, Robbie says. And we seen this other guy yesterday eating French toast, and I just have to have it today. The French toast was about that big. It was like the size of the plate. And so we're gonna try it. So yesterday's adventures, man, I tell you what, I'm gonna tell you about yesterday's adventures tomorrow, because then I'll have everything laid out. But I will give you guys a little teaser of how this whole thing started. So on Friday, this is when we left our house, okay? So we pick up our, Robbie goes to training at 7 a.m. He gets out of training at 11. Everything's going great. We get gas. We're driving back home to go get the ATVs loaded up. My wife gets off work 30 minutes early, so wow, this is awesome, cool. We get all our camping stuff out of the garage. We load it up. We load up the dirt bike. Everything's great. The dirt bike starts up right away, which is good because we just did an oil change, an air filter, all that kind of stuff, spark plug to it. So, it started that first day, but it sat in the garage for a while. We thought, I was like, might as well give it a kickstart, make sure it runs right. So did that, all good. Then we load up the ATV. Yeah, we load up my wife's ATV, everything goes good. We load up MC, which is Outlander. All our machines have a name. In fact, in the thumbnail for this video, you see a TTR 125. That's his bike. He's trying to name his bike, so give us some name ideas for his bike. We got Bouncing Betty. That's the one that was stuck. It's a Polaris Ace one-seater. Looks like a side-by-side, but it's not. It's a one-seater. And then we got MC, which she's already named as well. She's a 1000 Can-Am Outlander R 2018. And then we have 2006 TTR 125, and it's not named yet, so help us name it. So yeah, we load up MC, everything's great, strap it down, perfect, all good. We get ready to leave. We decide to leave the house. We start driving. We get 4 kilometers from home to the gas station. There's a gas station right on the corner, but it was packed. So we go down to the next corner down before we hit the highway, and we're getting gas. And I say, everybody's got the keys for their machines. Everything's good. So wife checks the glove box. She's like, well, I got mine. And he's like, mine doesn't take a key. It's all good. So I'm like, check my pockets. I look around and can't find my keys. So my machine, it was a brand new machine off the showroom floor, really expensive. I'm not going to go there, but it's up there. If you heard him, he actually whispered to you.
20,000.
So I can't find my keys, so I start panicking. I look under the seat. I look in the glove box for myself. I look in both glove boxes. I drive a GMC, so it's got an upper and a lower. I check that. There's nothing. I check the back of the truck. There's nothing. I check the trailer. There's nothing. I check all the compartments on MC, all the storage units, everything. I can't find my keys. I start freaking, we're all packed up. We're ready to go. Can't do anything. drive back home the 4 kilometers, circle the neighborhood looking for keys, can't find any keys on the road. Walk the neighborhood, can't find any keys on the road. Check our garage, check the floor, check the driveway, check the porch, you name it. Nothing. Can't find our keys. So we call our local dealer, where I did not buy the bike. I bought the bike basically Montreal, like 8 hours from where I live. I bought the bike, but we use a guy locally to fix it, who's a Can-Am dealer, and to make sure that it has its yearly services and stuff. And they have a key, and it's like, no problem, man. Just, you've brought your bike here before. We know you own it. Bring it in. We'll program you a key. Save the day, right? Drive over there. $100 later, we have a key. The guy fixes it. We lose an hour, right? So now we've lost 2 hours on our day. We're 2 hours behind schedule, even though we started a whole hour early. So technically, we would have been 3 hours behind schedule. Drive all the way out to New York. Everything's cool. Get here. Have to set up our tent for the first time in the night. Like, we haven't done that. We haven't touched this tent. It's brand new. It's a Coleman fast pitch 8-person tent. Good job on Coleman, because like we were in the dark and it was not that hard to do. It was the people who had done their video to show you how to do it. It was a 10-minute video. Clearly wasn't 10 minutes, but you know what? It wasn't 2 hours of screaming and getting frustrated with the person trying to help you. It was fairly easy. Yeah, so that is the beginning of our trip, and it only got worse from there. And we'll tell you more about it tomorrow. But I know that's a little bit of a cliffhanger. And did we forget anything else? Not about tomorrow, but on Friday?
No.
No, I don't. We forget anything else about Friday? No. Okay, so everything, that's basically what happened on Friday. So we were behind schedule on Friday, and everything else went downhill, but somehow yesterday we still had a really great time. I feel like I've been in a boxing match. My daughter has ridden with me most of the day. She did drive the side-by-side a little bit, and she feels like she's been in a boxing match. If you don't ATV and you look at somebody on an ATV and you think, oh man, they're just lazy, get a mountain bike or whatever, I'm telling you, it is not easy. The Polaris doesn't have electronic steering. Can-Am does have electric steering, so that's a benefit. But at the end of the day, we were using it. At first, we weren't even using the electronic steering. It was pretty much, it was on the lowest setting, which is like low, which is really hard when you're in the woods and you're trying to go around trees and rocks. And out here, we've had a great time. The trails here are awesome. There's all kinds of different levels of difficulty. What they say about their organization here is right. They do enforce their rules. They don't come here and shove them down your throat, though. They're not, continuously bugging you about your generators and things like that. So that's awesome. But overall, we feel like we're run down. We had some sleep. Last night was a full night's sleep. There's no worries about that. And hey, baby. There's my girl right there. She's a trooper. Don't let her looks fool you. She does get muddy from head to toe. She doesn't mind it. So we're gonna go get something to eat. Really pleased with Tall Pines ATV Resort. You look it up. Make plans to come out here. I would say that from anywhere from 8 hours away to here would be worth the trip. They have about 75 miles. I said 25 the other day. It's 75 miles of trails. You can ride a majority of those in an hour without messing with too many of the side trails, and get back to your campsite, and no big deal. So you can ride those over and over. There's really short obstacle course, things like that is fun. They have all kinds of difficulty levels. Even their easy trails are challenging and promote safety and thinking about what you're going to do and stuff. So it's really awesome to be out here. Obviously my first resort, so I can't give it 10 stars. I can't, because I've never been anywhere else, but I would be back. I will be back, and I would love to go other places. And if the channel gets as successful as we want, we'll definitely be making lots more road trips. Montana would be awesome. California, where you can like rip through the desert. Tennessee is where we're going next year. Blue Ridge Resort, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to Blue Ridge. next year, I think it is, or Keystone. Maybe it's Keystone. Blue Ridge, the wife is saying, so I better agree with her. And so yeah, it's Risky Robbie with Million Mile Wifey, Taylor, and Risky Robbie. Do we have a nickname for Taylor?
Taylor.
Taylor?
Taylor. Come here.
Is that your nickname?
That's your nickname for the video and every other one.
No, her actual nickname at school is Stereotype. If you ever heard my daughter talk, she's 100% Canadian, even though she wasn't born here. So, we're out of here. We love you guys. We appreciate you letting us have a family vacation and sticking with us on Discord and not bouncing out on Ohana Farms. It's the Trucking Gamer, Risky Robbie, Taylor, and Million Mile Wifey, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace.